Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to this episode of Rock Talk with Rick. Hanging out in the new King of the Attic studio with Mr. Brant Parker.
How you doing, Rick?
How you
See
doing,
you, man.
brother?
Good, good.
How you doing?
Very good.
Welcome to the new King of the Attic studio.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, hot like a bitch too, isn't
It's
it?
warm, yeah.
It's warm. So tell me what's happening.
So it's happening. Putting on a lot of shows. I of course play in my own band, Brant Parker Band.
Yes.
Play also in the Kenny Blues Boss Wayne Band. So we're traveling all over the place. In May, gonna be in Italy, and just got back from Switzerland a few weeks ago. But I'm also putting together a lot of shows in Niagara and Thorold area. We've taken over, I've taken over Canal Bank Shuffle Blues Festival.
Okay, great.
So
yeah,
myself
great
with
festival.
Joe VL from
What is that?
So that's October 12th through the 15th.
Through the 15th.
And that'll be in Thorold.
In Thorold, yes.
We'll have 5 stages running
Right
and
on.
16 bands total. So it's going to be fantastic.
I'd like to, when you're ready to do
You're
that,
absolutely invited.
come and see me guys. We'll promote the shit out of
Yeah,
that one.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
good,
no problem.
It's a great festival. Unfortunately, the gentleman that ran it for 20 years, Tim Sinnott, passed away last year. So someone had to
Step up.
step in and do it, and so it's myself and Joe VL from Donnelly's Pub.
That's a big. It was like
It's a
that
big
thing
festival.
was
It's good,
at one
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
It was like
It's a big
it
festival.
was a
yeah.
big draw.
It is a big draw. Yeah. I mean, when they were running at full tilt just before COVID, I think they saw something like, through the entire weekend, I think it was 30,000 people or
That's
something like that.
insane.
So a lot of people, yeah,
Insane.
a lot of people coming through. And then, Thorold is great. They do like the July long weekend too in the park.
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of music going on there. I have international bands coming through all year round though.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. Also, to see my band, you can see us at Donnelly's Pub every Saturday afternoon, 2:30 to 6 p.m. And I always get a special guest. So I have a full band horn section and award-winning guest
Is
every
that
single
like
week.
a jam or
No, it's
not really?
No, it's a band
Full band,
situation,
okay.
full band with a special guest, award-winning guest.
Okay.
So it's sort of a jam for us because
Okay.
we don't plan on what we're gonna play. Never. I never ever do
You
that.
just
So
go, right?
They come and play, yeah, and we follow them and do it.
Like who's all in the Brant
So
Parker
in my
band?
band, Alan Duffy on bass. I don't know if you know him or not. He was in Jack the Kaiser band as well. Blues guys, yeah.
Okay.
Sean O'Grady, you might know him on
He
drums.
sounds familiar, yes.
Yeah. Bill Hollinatty on saxophone.
Yeah, okay.
And then we also sometimes have a trumpet player. Sometimes, depending on
Who's
on
available
the band.
and-
yeah,
yeah.
sure. And even with the musicians, because we all play with other guys too. So the good thing is if it's always running, no matter what. Even if I'm not there, there's going to be someone that is fantastic. There's going to
doing
be in
it.
my space,
Yeah.
in my spot. Same with the drummer too.
Now, are you guys doing
guys?
some original tunes?
Oh yeah, I do originals and covers, and yeah,
Really, yeah?
absolutely, yeah, write
You
a lot
know,
of original stuff.
Like I said to you when I was talking to you before the show, I've seen you guys someplace.
Yeah, you
before.
definitely have,
I
I'm sure.
just couldn't.
I've been around a long time.
I
I'm
just
sure
can't
you've seen me.
remember where.
Yeah,
That I seen you.
yeah, some festival stage or some theater or
Someplace.
something somewhere, and it could have been anywhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
you never know. Yeah,
And like I told you, I know Big John,
yeah.
T-Bone and stuff like that. I'm not sure if I seen you on a card with him or.
Possibly. Yeah, possibly.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I did something before COVID. I remember doing a show with him in the Falls. I think it was at Taps. I think it was. I think they called it Generations of Blues or something
okay.
like that. So it might have been there. Yeah.
And you said you're bringing in artists
Yeah.
from.
From all over the world. So, like for an example, just last night we had Ghost Town Blues Band from Memphis, Tennessee. They were voted
shit.
the best live blues show in the world.
That's,
They won the Memphis Blues
like,
Challenge.
how do you get voted?
I know, exactly. So in the Memphis Blues Society, in the Memphis, they have an international blues challenge every single year where thousands of people
I guess that's
go and try to
where the
win
home
that.
of the blues is, right?
Yeah, that's
Memphis,
right.
Tennessee,
yeah,
right?
down south. Yeah,
where
that's it.
Have you been there?
Oh yeah, I've been
Really, eh?
there. Yeah, I haven't done the blues challenge because at the time of year that runs usually at the end of January, and I do a thing called Blues in Jamaica for the last 8-9 years.
In Jamaica?
In Jamaica.
No,
Yeah.
God.
So we go to Negril.
How does that
and
go
Montego
over,
Bay.
Blues in Jamaica?
It's fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 'cause, I mean, there's a lot of expats too living there, right? A lot
Living
of
in
Americans and
Jamaica,
Canadians living
yes,
there.
yes.
And then the Jamaicans love the music too, you know.
Oh, yes.
So we do a couple shows, like it's something called Blues Meets Reggae.
Oh,
So we do sets, then reggae bands do sets.
Oh,
Then at
no.
the very end, we all jam together
Come on.
and put together some wild stuff
That's
happen.
cool.
You never know what's going to
That's
happen.
cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah.
so what else you guys got planned for the summer?
So for the summer, basically, every single Saturday at Donnelly's Pub, you can see us there. But all through, I'm running around. We go through. I'm going to Italy in May with Kenny Blues Boss Wayne.
And I bet, how many shows?
There's going to be 8 shows in 1 week.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you guys are going to be busy.
I
Holy
know, it's
shit.
been, yeah, so
8
all
shows.
over. And then, of course, all the blues festivals mainly run, even in the States, and they usually run in the summertime. So summer's going to be quite busy doing a
So
lot
you
of those,
kind
too.
of like stay local in the winter and get the hell out of Dodge in the summer?
Well, just wherever
Wherever
brings
it goes,
us, yeah.
I guess,
Because, in
eh?
the winter we went to Switzerland. We did that. We did over Christmas
Switzerland
and New
to
Year.
the blues?
Yeah, it was.
You'd be
huge,
surprised,
yeah.
I guess, right?
There's a big room called Marion's Jazz Club. Fantastic. It was great. It was a resident. Like we just went and played the one club. We played every single day, 2 shows a day, and the shows over there aren't real long. They're like an hour. So
Yeah.
you go and you play a show for an hour and 10 minutes. It just feels like it was a set for me, and then it's over. And then you wait for the next one to do it. So it's not like here where they actually work the hell out of you,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
and you have to do 3 sets. And
And-
everything. No,
and-
you do it for an hour over there, and then that's it.
And they work you to death for peanuts.
Yeah, you get paid really well there for an hour. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
peanuts there. I know, like most of all the bands, everybody comes on the show. I know the pandemic just screwed a lot of people up. A lot of clubs just bit the dust
A lot of them did.
and just said, forget it. They just couldn't hang on much
Yeah,
longer.
yeah.
Did that affect, like, how did that affect
It definitely
you guys?
affected us. It was the same with anyone. We couldn't play. You weren't allowed to. And then you couldn't even get together to do recordings and stuff, really, because they wouldn't let you. I mean,
Hey,
we
Big
did. You're
Chris,
not supposed to, right?
we must have broke the law.
Yeah,
there.
I'm sure I broke the law, too.
We were doing
But,
shows in the studio.
Yeah, but you weren't supposed to do it at one point there. I did go to Florida because Florida never closes down for anything, so I did go there for a little bit. I played some gigs down there, and then again Jamaica. I went to Jamaica and did that, but mainly just sat around getting fat, eating Cheetos, and watching TV. Right?
Everybody else, though,
Yeah.
everybody else talked to the same thing. They like I had
It was scary.
I had Sonny Del Rio
Yeah.
on the show.
Mhm.
I don't know, a month ago, and Jack Pedler on the show.
Yeah.
And Sonny was saying that he just doesn't want to play anymore. The pandemic just killed the shit out of that.
Yeah. Well, it's coming back. It really is. It's great. Actually, I find that it might even be stronger than it was
You
before.
think?
I do. I do.
I
and
guess
again,
time
with the
will
blues,
tell,
it
right?
definitely, absolutely. Well, we did a show, like I said, Monday night. Who does a show on Monday night?
Nobody.
Me. I'm the only crazy
Okay.
person who does a show on Monday night. And we were sold out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, sold out. So it can work. You get the right music, the right place, I guess, and doesn't matter. People will come out and
How
see
is
it.
Niagara for the blues and
Fantastic. Yeah.
stuff?
It's
Has
really
it
good.
always been?
Well, because I think a big part of doing so well is because of the Canal Bank Shuffle that ran so long, right? And they would do shows throughout the year too, and then there would be, guys like me or whatever,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
would have a weekly gig, and it really built it up because like the Mighty Duck Blues Band does a thing too. Steve,
They're
Grisbrook
still out
does a
there
thing.
banging.
Yeah, so they have a matinee too.
Yeah.
Every Saturday. Then there's Steve Grisbrook does a matinee every Saturday, and there's us that do a matinee every Saturday. All 3 of us are busy, so it's not competition. There's no such thing. It's
Go
just
figure.
about let's
There's
just
enough
share.
work
it.
for-
There's enough. Yeah, there's enough to share.
There's
and,
enough work for everybody,
There is
right?
enough work for everybody,
Yeah, no.
and it's building a scene, right? So you build a scene. The scene's built. It's all good. It takes care of itself, and you can it can garner having 3-4 venues running exactly at the same time
And that's
within 10 minutes of each
and
other.
that's a good thing.
It's a great thing.
You know, and that's a good for everybody
It's
and good
fantastic.
for all musicians to get back out there
That's
and
right.
get playing. Anything else you want to get in for tonight?
I will have. Yeah, I have to think here. I will have a new recording coming out.
Okay.
Maybe by the time this is actually airing or
This
whatever.
one probably-
if it's May or June. So
yeah.
I'm probably in July. I'll be dropping a new CD too. So
How many songs?
that'll be a 10-song CD, all original, 100% original.
And
Horns.
a real live disc?
I'm going to do disc.
Okay.
I'm going to do album,
Ah.
and of course, our digital downloads.
Yeah, everybody.
everyone that you have to
for
do,
the
right?
people that don't.
Yeah. Well, cars don't even have CD players
No,
anymore, do they?
yeah.
Yeah. So I like the idea of vinyl too. I really like that.
A
I
lot
don't know
of
if there's
people
any
are
money
going
in
back.
it or not, but it's cool, right? So
That's right. It's cool. A lot of
Yeah.
people are going back to it.
Yeah.
I know people that are bringing out their old record players,
Yeah.
putting this stuff back together,
Yeah.
or going out and buying new stuff.
That's
That's
right,
a
yeah.
fortune to buy right now.
yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Anybody you want to shout out to tonight?
No, I think I'm pretty good. I'm not 100% today because last night, Monday, having
You
a
were
gig
playing.
until I wasn't playing. I was just because we brought the Ghost Town Blues Band in from Memphis, Tennessee, and I might have drank too much. Not sure. I can't remember.
Oh, we usually have that problem too. We can't remember shit.
But yeah, really plug Canal Bank Shuffle. It's not just blues, so it's not your grandfather's type blues. There's a lot of rock happening. There's a lot of roots music. It's fantastic. Check it out. October 12th through the 15th.
And when it gets close, we're gonna bring you back
Awesome,
on,
sure.
and we'll promote the living shit out of it.
Excellent.
Because
That
it's a
sounds
great,
great.
it's a great
It is.
festival.
It's great for the community.
Right.
It's fantastic. And
Brings
we raise
good money into the community and
It
everything
does,
else.
and we donate. It's a not for profit, so we donate. So we help out.
That's good.
Yeah.
I want to say, Brad,
Thank you.
thank
Rick.
you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Rick,
Hey,
for
next,
having me. Yeah.
next time we have you on,
Yeah.
maybe we'll have a beer.
Well, I could do that for sure.
Let's say good night.
Good night.
See you guys.
Thanks.
Good night.